Hey guys, it's Ivy. Alright, I'm tired as shit, so today we're gonna be doing somewhat of a mukbang, I guess, if you can mukbang, well, however you want to say it, doesn't matter to me. Yes, I know. Hello, kitty. Yeah, so we're just gonna eat this plate of food. Don't mind all the silverware, but yeah, there was like a food party thing at work today, so I got myself a couple plates, had the second lunch. No, this is my dinner, so I'm about to eat this. Yes, I will have cake for dinner. Fuck off, haters. Oh my god, I sound ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, so I guess I'll just eat. I used to have an issue with eating in front of people, but there's not actually another person in this room, so we'll see how this goes. But whatever, I'm gonna try not to judge myself too harshly. But we all know how that game plays out. So yeah, I guess stuff to talk about is like life normally, I guess. Anyway, I hate the way I talk. I'm so self-conscious. Let's talk about that. I am super insecure, and normally I am not, but right now, because of everything that's going on with me and my family and home life issues and stuff, it's just, I don't know, and I've gained some weight recently, eating cake. Yeah, so I don't know, I'm just really insecure about like my body, and even just like mentally I'm exhausted, because it's like eating macaroni salad, by the way, if you're wondering what this was, because it's like, I don't know, I feel like I spend all my time doing school stuff, which is great. Like, that's good. That's a good thing to be spending your time on, right? It's not like I'm out doing drugs or like partying all the time. Like, do I go to parties? Yeah, but it's probably only like, I don't know, let's just round it off to like once every month or two, because it's normally all condensed in the summer. But that's it. I don't really do anything during the winter except for like New Year's. But I don't know, there's just a lot of stuff going on, and I've gained 20-ish pounds in the past couple months, and then I've gained 40 pounds like in the past year. And it's just really sad, because it's like I've been struggling with my weight since I was really young. I keep forgetting to eat. I've been struggling with my weight since I was really young, and it's always been like a big problem for me, and like a big insecurity sort of deal, because I was bullied all the time. And it's like, once I got out of high school, I started to like work out, and I was like, I had a full-time job for a while. Can you stop? My cat is like sticking her face in my food, I'm sorry. And I have two, by the way. They're both in here with me. And you know, I was doing really good, and like when we got our first apartment together, I was working out like, I don't even know how often, but I was in like a nutrition class, so I was like really careful about like what I was eating. I didn't really eat that bad. When I did, it was in moderation, but like I always found ways to like eat vegetables, and like I didn't eat a whole lot of like red meats and stuff, so I was eating like really lean proteins. And I was going to oh yeah, I had gym classes. That was keeping me really fit for a while. I had dance classes that I was going to, and I had like fitness classes for school, and it was great, because it's like those were keeping me in my job, because I work at my school and I have to have a certain amount of credits to be there, but I didn't necessarily need all of those credits that I was going to take every semester, because it was based on what I could find. And when I was doing all these, you know, extra workout classes or whatever for me, like I was able to be really fit, and it was really awesome. But now that my school literally canceled all the requirements for the personal fitness courses, like I don't have a way to get those in anymore. Like I only do schoolwork and stuff like when I have a class for it, and it's like I do want to work out at home, but at the same time, being in the nursing program at my school, and on top of having two other courses that like they're not required for the nursing program, but I'm in them so that I can once again stay in my job, it's not going to be affecting me like in the future, like from this point on, because I'll have enough from my program. But this is the one semester where you only have 2 credits and I need 6, so I had to take 2 other courses in order to meet the credit limit. And so being in these 2 other courses on top of a really hard accelerated nursing course, it's kicking my freaking ass, man. I'm the worst at eating. I take so long. I'm sorry. This video might end up being like an hour long. I might not even finish my food. Whatever. Oh no. Stay in focus. But there's just been like so much going on, and I'm struggling in my class because I feel like I'm having such a hard time memorizing stuff. Because that's what this class is. Like, it's not one of those ones where you have to like actually learn what you're doing and like keep it and retain it and you'll use it in the future. This is pharmacology. So for a nurse, I basically just have to learn like basic stuff from this course to take with me in the future. Right now they basically just want to teach me like how to use a resource. Because once I get into the hospital setting, I'm not going to need to know like the ins and outs of every single drug and drug category there is. Like, I'm only going to need to know like a little bit about it and like where I can go to get it and make sure that I'm not going to kill anybody with it, which is obviously like important. But for this class I have to basically memorize like the category of a drug, the brand name, the generic name, and all the side effects of every drug on top of like what it's used for. And while that sounds like it's not that much, when you have, I don't know, like over 20 things, not even just things, categories to go through, it's just so much stuff to do. Like, there's, you know, probably over like 25 or 30 drugs that I have to learn every week, on top of reading like 10 chapters of a textbook, a nursing textbook. And then we have a homework activity of sorts, and then I have to go to class and stuff like that too, and class is like 4 hours long, and we usually have 2 tests whenever we go in a day, and I only have a week to learn all of the stuff before we move on. And so it's like I've never been so pressured to learn something at this pace. This might just be a talking video because I'm really not eating my food, but you know, hey, whatever, I guess I'll eat it at some point. It's just really like downing on me, and it's like I'm almost done with the class, which is great, because then I can have a break for a little bit, and we're about to go on vacation, so that's gonna be awesome. But this is just so stressful, and I hate feeling bad about my body, and I'm trying to just change my emotions about it instead of changing my body to fit my emotions. Because I mean, you have to find the right balance of those, otherwise it's not really healthy. But that's another thing, like I'm trying really hard to be healthy with this, because it's like I know I struggle with my weight, and I've starved myself in the past to lose weight, and I know that's not how you should do it. Like, I know that's really not healthy for you, and I know that's mentally not safe, and so I'm trying to avoid that, you know. But I find myself just getting hungry and not eating, or like forgetting, and it's like, Felicia, you can't be doing this, especially with how you feel right now. And it's like, I don't know, it's just, there's a lot going on. And my therapist is like, well, I don't blame you for feeling all these things. Like, you shouldn't blame yourself either, because you do have a lot on your plate, and I'm surprised that you've gotten this far. Like, I mean, mentally stable still, with everything that's going on. And it's like, yeah, me too, I guess. I don't know how I've made it this far with what I'm doing, but I don't know. It's just, it's a big mess. And it's like, it's hard too, because I'm not even that big. Like, I weigh 220 pounds. I found out at the doctor the other day. And this is the heaviest I've been since middle school, when I was my largest. And I looked really bad at that point. And it's very hard to deal with the fact in my head that I am currently at the same weight as I was when I had the worst confidence, the worst body image. My body actually did look really bad. It was horrible. I was made fun of all the time, and I'm scared that like I'm gonna get made fun of again, or that like, I don't know, nobody, okay, that's a lie. Some people do enjoy being fat, okay? Like, there's no harm in being fat. You can be fat if you want to be fat, and be fat and happy. Like, go ahead, I don't care. It's your body, it's your choice, it's your health, it's your decision. But for me, I've always wanted to be thinner, and like I've always just wanted that kind of body. Like, when I do have a thinner body, like I feel really confident, and I feel like I can conquer anything. But then when I get to the size that I'm at right now, I struggle so much to even just believe that I can do something. And it's like, I keep putting off working out and like doing yoga and all this stuff, because I know I'm just like oh, well, I'm too tired, or oh, I want to relax, like, oh, I've been at school, or I've been at work all day, or whatever the case may be. But it's like, honestly, I feel like those are just excuses, because it's like, I don't want to put the work in to get the body, but it's at the same time, you can't get that body without putting the work in. I mean, it's not like I can afford friggin' lipo. Like, I'm too broke for that. Like, maybe once I'm a nurse and I can save up for a while, like, sure, I'm totally all for plastic surgery, but right now, I am too broke for that. And I don't know, I'm struggling, man. My cat's being really cute. I want to show you, but if I move the camera, I'm gonna fuck up this angle. And it's like, I have not worn makeup in so long. I feel like I don't even think I wore makeup in the last video that I made for you guys. Literally, I've worn makeup once in the past like 2 or 3 months. And it was the day that I went to a party like 2 weeks ago. It was the first time I got dolled up for anything. And like, I didn't even do like a crazy makeup or anything. Or, okay, no, maybe it wasn't 2 months, because I went to the Used concert and I did makeup then. But I hadn't done makeup in quite some time. But it's only been like 2 times in the last few months, and I just haven't felt good enough to do that. And it's like, everybody, obviously, you guys know, makeup is my thing, right? Like, that's what I like to do. It's what I like to see. It's what I like to look at. It's my thing, you know? And so it just really bothers me that I like don't want to do the things that I like to do, because I'm stuck in this stupid rut and I don't know how to get out of it. And it's like, I'm spending all this time with my therapist and trying to get through stuff, but at the same time, you can only really work through so much shit in like 1 hour a week, you know what I mean? Like, it sucks that I can't book like longer periods, or I don't know, it's not like that would even really help, because it's not like you can break through your mind in just an hour or two and be like, okay, I'm cured, no more depression. It's just really frustrating, because it's like, I have all these things stacked on top of me, and I don't know how to deal with them in the way that I want to deal with them. Like, I want to go to school, I want to be a nurse, right? I want to be mentally healthy, I want to lose weight, I want to eat good, I want to be a great pet mom, I want to have a clean house all the time, I want to be a really good host, I want to be a really good friend, I eventually want to be a really good mom, probably, I think. You know, I want to be a really good daughter, I want to be a really good anything possible. Everything that I am, I want to be really good at it. And it just sucks, because like, when I feel like I can't get up and do my makeup, or when I can't, you know, go and dress up for the day because I'm too tired, or because I don't want to shave my legs and I'm too embarrassed to go out with leg hair, like, not shaming anybody that doesn't want to shave your legs, you can go ahead and do whatever you want, I just personally don't feel comfortable with it. And it's like, I have all these insecurities that just like pow pow, like during the day, like they're just like, oh, you're too fat for this, or oh, you're not pretty enough for that, or oh, her eyeliner is better than yours, or oh, she's doing something before you can, even though you had this and this first. And it's like, I need to stop thinking that way, but I don't know how to get these voices to just shut the fuck up. Like, I know I'm fine, I'm working at it, I'm doing what I can. Like, there's only so much that I can fit in, and I need to prioritize things so that I spend my good energy where that good energy needs to go. But it's like hard to figure this out, and I'm only 23, and it's like, this is normal, but I don't know, there's just so much anxiety surrounding the whole situation for me. I just, oh, you know, this is the hardest thing. Like, I mean, I've been through some shit, like some mad shit before. I don't know if I'll ever end up talking about it on the internet or not, but I've been through some mad shit with my family and people that I know and people that are really close to me. And it's like, this should be nothing, but this feels like the hardest time in my life. Like, I don't know, it's just so hard. And it's not like, okay, please don't take this the wrong way, and please, this is a trigger warning in case anybody is suicidal. I have this thing where I don't necessarily like want to self-harm, or I don't take it seriously sort of deal, but there's like a point in every single day of my life, whether it's a good day or a bad day, where I want to die. And it's not like, oh haha, I'm ready to die now, like whatever, like people make jokes. It's like, in all seriousness, like, if I died right now, I wouldn't have to do this. Like, if I died right now, I wouldn't have to deal with those problems. If I died right now, I don't know, somebody else could have my food. Like, I don't, that's just one of the examples I use, because like kids in Africa sort of deal, like, I don't know. But I just feel like I'm a waste of resources sometimes, because I don't know, there's just lots of insecurities and weird things that go on with that, but I literally want to die like all the time, and it's really upsetting and weird, and I don't know if that's normal to feel that way or not, because it's not like I'm just sad all the time, like I'm depressed and whatever, and that's why I want to kill myself or whatever. It's just like literally I could be the happiest person and going through the greatest shit, and you could tell me that I was gonna die tomorrow and I would smile. And it's just, it's really weird, and I don't know how to feel about that, and I feel kind of crazy half the time about it. I don't know, I guess you guys can comment down below and let me know how you feel about that, but I don't know, like, it's just weird because like I said, I've gone through so much shit and I've had really bad times and stuff, but it's like, it seems like it's never been more relevant than it is right now, that I'm just really tired of doing this shit. Like, I'm tired of getting up every day at 6 a.m. and having to take a shower and then try to make sure that I eat something so I have like a decent brain, because I get really freaking cranky when I'm not fed. And I don't know, there's just so much stuff that you have to maintain, and then on top of being a human as is, like, do you know how complex these bodies are? Like, we have to pee, we have to poop, we have to feed ourselves a few times a day, we have to make sure we get sun, we have to brush our teeth, like, we have to fucking, I don't know, clean the outside of our ears, you gotta scrub the dirt off you gotta use fucking, you know, all sorts of shit, and it's just like, what? There's so much work just to maintain a body, much less maintain a life for the body that I want. And it's so much work, and I'm so lazy, and I don't want to do any of this work, but it's like nobody else is gonna do it for me, you know, and it's just so frustrating. Like, I'm sick of it. Why? Like, I didn't ask to do this. I didn't ask to be here. Like, of course no baby asked to be born because they're not made yet, but it's like, I don't know, it's just so frustrating that I have to live in a world that I don't want. But I guess some people just be like, boo-hoo, too bad, you know? So, I don't know. That's hard to deal with. And like today, I went to work wearing like this shirt, and it was fine. And like, I'm glad, because it was the first time that I felt comfortable wearing a tank top in a long time. Like, the last time I tried wearing a tank top, I literally felt like my cleavage was hanging out and everybody was staring at me, and I was red the entire fucking day. And so it's like, I used to wear tank tops like crazy, and like my boobs would be hanging out like when I was 17, whatever, like, you know, trying to be a little hoe, like showing everybody the goods. And now that I'm older, like, all I wore for the last like year was t-shirts, like full coverage t-shirts and like full length yoga pants, right? So it's like, it's really weird for me now to try to go out in shorts, or like try to go out in a skirt or a dress that's a little short, or it's like even weird for me to have my shoulders or like my boobs like showing a little bit, and it's like, that's completely normal for a female in today's world, right? But I don't know why I feel so bad about being exposed like that in public. And it's not like I'm completely obese or anything. I mean, I know I'm 220 pounds, but I don't think I look that much. And I know I look fine, excuse me, on the outside, but I feel so much bigger than I actually am. Like, when I look down at my stomach, like, the fact that it just like rolls and like flops out of my middle, focus, thank you, flops out of my middle bits and whatever, it's like, it just bothers me so much, because I used to be so good looking, and like, I didn't have like a flat tummy, but it was only like a little bit of roundness, and it wasn't like flopping over the edge of my pants, you know, and that's exactly what it does now. And it's like, I don't want to be like that. And I don't know if it's just because like I don't like the way it looks for me, or I don't know if it's because I'm so fucking insecure about it, because my dad treated me like shit, and like treated every woman like shit that even looked remotely not perfect. And like, I can't tell like where all these issues are really stemming from, and it's like, if I could tell, then I'd be able to actually do something about it. But the fact that it seems like it's so many issues shoved into just like one, it seems almost impossible to take care of, and I don't know how to do this. Yeah, alright, well, I'm tired of talking about this situation, so I'm gonna talk for like a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna go because I'm hungry and I'm gonna eat this and I'm tired. Hey, be nice. What are you doing? Crazy cats. Ow. I just bit my tongue. My camera is struggling to focus. I'm sorry if it's really having a hard time. I don't know if I'm just like moving the wrong ways or what, but there's just so much going on. And I even skipped class the other day, sort of. I like went to class to do the grading portion because it's like a self-graded type thing. And then once that was over, I left because I had to go home, and because I had a test today, this morning. It was yesterday that I left class early. And I was like, I really don't have time for this. Like, I can't afford to be here at 9 o'clock at night when I have a test in the morning that I have not memorized anything for. So literally the little bit of studying that I did last night, it was maybe like an hour or two of studying, was the only thing that got me through the test today. And I ended up with an 84, so that's really good considering I literally fucking failed the last test. And I got a C on the one before that. So I'm really glad that I could finally get out of that rut. I was so stressed about it. I was panicking because it's like if you fail one class in the nursing program, you only get one more shot and then you can't get back in ever. Like, at least at my school, once you fail out of the program, you don't get a second shot. You can't ever apply back into it. You have to go to another school and that's it. So it's a really big deal, and my program is a really good program for where I live, and it's like rated up there with like all these universities and stuff like that. So it's like, it's freaking hard. I don't know how the hell I'm getting through it. Like, I don't know, but I really want to quit, honestly, and I know I'm a quitter, but that's why I don't want to do that, because it's like, you need to stop quitting things that are going to be good for you, because you're afraid of the outcome. And yeah, I don't know, that's just the case that it is for me. Like, I want to quit because I think it's too hard for me, but it's like, if I quit now and I just go back to being like a full-time manager at a pizza place, like, for one, I'm gonna spend all my hours like 5 days a week instead of 3 like a nurse would, right? And then 2, I'm gonna have to drive all the time, and I hate driving. I mean, nursing, you're gonna have to drive too, obviously, to and from a hospital, but like, you're not gonna be down the road 5 days a week. It's only 3 days plus whatever you need to do when you're off. And then, I don't know, like, I've always struggled to make enough money to support myself. So it's like, even when I had a full-time job and I was making $11 an hour, I still could not afford a rent payment. Like, at least if I lived on my own. Like, the only way I was ever able to afford rent is because my boyfriend pays for most of it. And it sucks because it's like, hello, I need to have a house, I need to have a foods, I need to have a car, I need to have a job. How do I pay for all these things? And it's like, well, when you're making less than $800 a month and you have a $600 rent payment and a $300 car payment and, you know, probably at least $100 worth of food, that's, you know, pretty dang expensive. And it's like, that's more than I make in, did I say a month? I didn't mean that. I meant like in one check. So it's like, I only made around $1,200 a month, and that's not enough for one person. I mean, it was like just barely enough, but the fact that I was paying for school out of pocket at the time because I wasn't eligible for financial aid, I was paying about $1 grand like every 3 months for me to go to school. So it's obviously like I had to save up because I couldn't afford my bills and paying my tuition at the same time. Hey, you two need to stop fighting, please. And so, I don't know. It's just, I don't ever want to be in the position where I can't support myself. And it's like, right now I have no choice. Like, whether I work 40 hours a week making the most money I've ever made, or whether, you know, I'm in school and doing the job that I can do, you know, any of that, like, I'm literally just not able to provide for myself. And there's literally nothing I found that I could do to make it better. Like, unless I wanted to be a stripper or like a waitress on the side of whatever on top of the job that I already had, like, maybe I could afford it. But until I get my degree and get a job, hey, I'm serious, you guys need to stop. Luna, don't be cute when you're being bad. And it's like, once I get my degree and get a job as a nurse, like, I'm gonna be making such great money that I'm never gonna have to worry about if I can make my next rent payment, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be able to have a savings account and know that, like, if something happens, I'll be able to be okay. Like, I don't have to worry about calling everybody saying, like, hey, will you be able to take my pets? Or, hey, can I live with you for a little bit? Or, like, hey, would you be able to buy me, like, a pizza for dinner tonight because I can't afford any food? Or, like, hey, Dad, is there any favors that you can do for me because I don't have any money? And it's like, I never want to do that. And it's like, being poor seriously sucks, and it puts so much stress on you. It's no wonder that America has so many fucking issues, because all our people are fucking poor. It's like, either you're really rich and you're really stuck up and you have problems because of that, or you're really poor and you're really broke and you have all the issues because of that. It's like, what the fuck? This country is crazy. The world is crazy. I don't know how to deal with any of this. I want to be money. I want to be comfortable and have money is what I meant to say. But when I get flustered, I skip over words and I start to stutter. So I apologize if you didn't understand anything in this video, or if it got too loud or not loud enough. Get used to it. So yeah, I don't know. Life is just freaking crazy right now. I'm trying really hard to not feel like a bad person, but at the same time I have to tell myself, like, you're just being stupid, because literally everything you do is for a good reason. You have no bad intentions for anybody whatsoever. All you ever want is the best for you and everybody else. And it's like, I really need to, like, sticky note that on my forehead or some shit so I fucking see that all the time, because I'm so hard on myself, and it's crazy. I need to stop doing that. I could do so much better if I didn't have all this pressure that was created by me. It's not like I'm in denial. I completely know it. I know I have issues. I know what my issues are. I somewhat know how to deal with them. I just don't want to do that right now. I'm not ready for that. I'm fucking scared. Oh. And this is why I'm fat. So when I'm sad, I just shove my face full of fucking ice cream or cake or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Another reason why I haven't been wearing makeup is because my eyes have been stinging really bad. I don't know why. Like whenever I'm driving, or if I like start singing or something and my eyes start to water, just because of like the pressure and shit in your body. Like, it'll sting really bad, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's not even like something got in my eye and it started to hurt and then my eye watered and it stung, like, because there was something in there. Like, it starts to water and then the water is what burns. And I'm like, I don't get how my own eye fluids are hurting me. You know? Makes no sense. Yeah. This is the first video I've really been myself, I feel, in. Because I'm tired of putting on that fake persona. It's tiring. I mean, I love being Ivy and everything, but yeah, trying to be perfect and pretty and everything like that, and not wanting to film unless my hair and makeup was done, was such like a annoying thing for me. And it's like, I never actually filmed because I didn't have the confidence or energy to do any of those things. So it's like, Felicia, if you want to go on YouTube and you want to do this stuff, like, or you want to film videos, you're gonna have to just get the fuck over it. Because it's like, you're not gonna be, you know, covered in makeup and have nice hair every single time you want to film a video and whip your camera out. Like, you have to deal with the fact that you don't wear makeup most of the time. And they're bound to see you without makeup. So, yeah. I don't know. I keep saying I don't know, and my insecurities kicking my ass, because I feel like I'm being super freaking annoying. Saying the same stuff over and over again, because I know I get annoyed with other people when they do that on YouTube, but I can't tell if it's just because it's an insecurity on mine that I'm projecting on them. Who knows? Cake and macaroni salad don't taste good either. But yeah, so I guess that's like a little life update, trying to mukbang, but I really only ate like 3 things of macaroni salad and 2 bites of cake. So I'll finish this when I get off the video. But, so there's that. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me bitch about my life and shit just going on. If you have anything to say, hopefully it's positive, say it in the comments. Or you can message me on Instagram if you want to be a little bit more personal with it, that's fine. My username on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and YouTube is Ivy Makeup Art. So I think it's Ivy Makeup Art on there. No, I think it's Ivy Rose on YouTube. But Ivy Makeup Art for like pretty much everything. Yeah. I guess I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for hanging out. Ivy out.